Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this introduction video of the major scales. So how to master the major scales in 8 steps. This is the self-eliminating practice routine where the goal is for you to learn all your major pentatonic caged shapes. So you got to do your chord shapes first, otherwise it's not going to make sense. We do the major pentatonic, and then we individually in all keys, and then we connect all the shapes, and then we go on to the modes. And this is a unique concept that I came up with many years ago, and kind of the reason I started this whole internet adventure, actually. So we build the major modes from the caged major pentatonic. So Ionian is the major scale, basically. We do that one first, individually, and then we connect the shapes, and then we do Lydian, which as well is built from the major pentatonic. And then we connect the Lydian shapes, and then we do Mixolydian, and we connect those shapes, and then we have a major modes master exercise as the final step. And when you can do that one, with no problems, step 8, you know all your major modes, no problem. So that's the goal here. We are going to learn all these shapes. It doesn't mean you can use them, right? You can play them up and down, you can recognize them, and if you go, okay, can I play an E-flat Mixolydian in a C shape? Bam, you can do it. To use them, you have to actually play songs and apply them in a real context, creating licks and fills and finding how melodies are using them. You have to use them in a musical way. So just like all the other exercises, you shouldn't be doing this too much every day. Just 10 minutes, maybe twice a day, maybe 15 minutes twice a day, something like that. And then most of your time you got to spend working on songs. So you're doing music, right? It's really, really important. I keep saying this, actually, because, I was so excited when I came up with this practice routine, it really did change my life a lot. And I got a job in a music college I was a student in, and I wrote my first book based on this, and I went online because of this. And then I saw the results when people were practicing only this and not playing any music or any real songs. They just practice this all day. It's like, oh, look, I can play all my scales. Yeah, but oh man, the desired effect was, it was achieved. They could play all the scales, but, what happened to the music? It didn't really work out, that part. So you gotta do both, right? You can't just do one of them. If all you do is play songs by memory, you'll never get anywhere, because you'll forget that stuff, those songs that you learned, those riffs or whatever. And if all you do is practice scales all day, that's not music. So you gotta do both, and you gotta dig deeper into the songs and develop the songs. The best thing you can do is come up with a second guitar part, and a third guitar part, and a fourth guitar part. Have loads of ways to play a verse. Find ways to come up with licks for your Mixolydian shape. Not just practice it at faster and faster BPM settings. It's just so pointless. But it's easy to get stuck in that. I did as well for a while. I was like, how fast can I play this scale? It doesn't matter. You just need to get to a point where you can play any of these 5 scale shapes in any key, and then that's it. It's not more exciting than that, really. So they do work extremely well, these exercises. But you gotta remember that they're just exercises. They're just for you to learn these scale shapes, and it's not going to change the world. It will be really, really good for you, but unless you combine it with real music, it's going to have a negative effect, So really important to do this, understand it, tick all the boxes, that's play all the exercises. When you can do them without making mistakes, congratulations, you have achieved it. And by step 8 here, when you finish that, You'll know all your major modes. That's great, isn't it? Fantastic. But it's not enough. You gotta play songs as well. Anyway, enough about that. I shall see you in step 1, where we are gonna learn all our major pentatonic caged shapes. See you there.